Hey, Aquas. Oh, it must be Mercury retrograde because I just tried to start your reading and right away it didn't start recording. It did, but it just wouldn't record the movement. So, had to restart. Sorry for the traffic. Are you moving fast? That sounds like a motorcycle. Have you guys been moving too fast? And it's interesting that I say that because look, the first card that I had turned over before the video decided to sketch out is the Chariot. What? But it's in reverse. What does this mean? Well, some of you may have been driving too fast, car accident. Be careful of car accidents. I'm not saying you're a bad driver or anything, but I'm getting distraction. And with a lot of the distractions, it's like wheels are coming off. Now, if this isn't a car or you're not having car problems, right? What we could see here is over emotional. Your emotions may have been neglected for a long time, okay? And let's face it, Aquarians are very good at hiding their emotions. You're able to bury them deep inside. But the problem with the burying them is that they will well up eventually, and you're going to have to deal with them. You're going to have to face them. And something's telling me that this Piscean full moon, as of late, right, with Pisces emotions, you may even have a Cancerian moon sign. You could be dealing with a Cancerian, but something tells me that this has come up. Your emotions have come up, and you might just, it's like you're running from yourself. You may have felt a lack of control, maybe a lack of direction. And what's funny about emotions too is that they build, right? So if it's, say, how do I explain this? If we start off with not agitation. Like if we start off with something that makes us sad, well, sometimes our ego and our willpower will persevere, so we stuff down that sadness. What happens to that sadness? It then grows and it becomes agitation. Again, we use our willpower and we stuff it down. What happens to that agitation? Because it's trying to be heard, it's trying to be dealt with, it turns into anger. What happens when we start getting angry? We use our willpower again, which is what the Chariot symbolizes in the upright. But we stuff that down, and what happens? It turns into rage. Okay? It intensifies the more you reject it. The more we reject, the more we resist, the more it persists. So I'm getting a sense that something has made you feel out of control, or some old emotions are surfacing, and because of it, it's becoming forceful, and maybe you just feel powerless. Maybe you're just running into a bunch of obstacles or aggression from others, and that could be life showing you like, hey, there's something inside you got to deal with, because life is also a mirror, right? It's a mirror of what we're going through in our internal world. Some of you could be obsessed with trying to find love at this point in time, or there's some forcefulness in love. Maybe someone's being forceful with you. It's usually an overwhelming drive to find it, so much so that maybe other goals and aspirations have been forgotten. Maybe you're wanting to control everything around you in your love situation, but no matter what we do, we can't make the perfect person appear to us, right? Showing up every day with hope and enthusiasm is important, but so is patience, right? Let love find you. Now, this could be someone you're dealing with. If you've got a lot going on and you've disappeared as of late, maybe they've been feeling it, okay? Maybe they can sense that things are out of balance, and maybe you're trying to balance your work, love, family, and friendships, but they could be suffering because you're overextending in one area of your life as opposed to another, and that could be at the root of the disagreements that you may be facing, okay, or struggles you may be facing. If it's a career thing, there could be a lack of ambition or a focus or drive, or maybe too much of it, and I'm getting the sense too much because it's like the wheels are coming off, just going too fast, right? It brings up questions, this card here, about how forceful or aggressive that one is when they're pursuing their goals. Like, are you someone who waits around passively for things to happen, hoping they'll fall in your lap? Or are you so forceful that you are inconsiderate of others in pursuit of your success? Okay? So both approaches can bring negative consequences. And being aggressive to the point of hostility can also backfire. But then again, being so passive can never bring you the kind of happiness that you're desiring. It depends if you're happy with any of those options, but those are generally the consequences. So it's basically saying, how do you find that middle ground? Okay? And this could be the people around you. Maybe they're the ones that are just out of control and it's just chaotic and you just want to run, because I'm just getting this kind of like this anxious speed, like, ugh, you know? Wow, look at that. 7 of Swords just came up. Sneakiness, plans. Although, you know, some of you could be trying to use that powerful mind of yours to be strategic in a sense. Maybe you think that somebody is lying to you. Maybe you think that somebody is out to get you. Maybe you think that somebody's trying to bring you down. But what I'm getting with the 7 of Swords here is that you're trying to manipulate or control the situation by not being forthright. Okay? And that's not saying you're a bad person. Not at all. Sometimes we have to keep our plans in the dark. Sometimes we have to be strategic, especially if we're dealing with people that are out of control. Okay? So I really see that you're trying to be strategic here, or you may have had to lie to somebody. But here we go. This is, again, someone who's selfish, a social ladder climber. This is somebody who expects everything to be done for them. They're quite materialistic. They're very dependent. Could be a earth sign such as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In the upright, they're very reliable and you know, dedicated and resourceful. But in the reverse, they're complete opposite. And it's almost like, you know, that kind of makes sense now why you might be running away or trying to run away, is because Aquas, you're saying, I'm feeling drained here. Feeling drained here. I'm giving so much that I have nothing left for myself. So it's like you're trying to quietly sneak away. Quietly sneak away as to not hurt them, but also to say, I can no longer give you everything that you're expecting of me. So whether that be in love or whether that be in relationships or families, something is out of balance and it's making you feel out of control. Okay? So let's keep going here. Right. And just as I say that, the foundation of this reading, the reason why this is happening is because you're stuck in your head, you're feeling restricted, you're feeling trapped. You're feeling like there's nowhere else to go. But here's what's interesting, Aquas, is that the 8 of Swords is actually our own thoughts. So you can see that this person, she isn't tied up in this prison, if you will. But she's put herself in that prison. She doesn't think, like there's usually a blindfold on her. She doesn't see her way out because she's so concerned with all of these thoughts that are entrapping her mind. And when we're stuck in our heads like that, we can't move forward, right? Not physically, not emotionally. So what happens? We're thrown out of balance. So something has pushed you up into your mind where you're having these spinning thoughts that are just haunting you, and it's like you're just trying to block it out. Makes sense now why your emotions are coming up. Maybe even you're not spending time taking care of yourself physically. So as you're blocking it out, again, it's surfacing and it's bubbling and it's throwing everything out of control because you're just like, I need this to stop. So 8 plus 2 is 10, the 10 of Swords. It's like you want it to end already. Going around and round. If I spend time on this sword, well, then this one's going to fall down. But if I spend time on this sword, then this one's going to fall down. And if I don't put time into this, then I'm not going to get this. Or if I don't do this, then they're not going to have that. Or if I show up for them, then I'm sacrificing this. And it's like, wow, whoa, just whoa. And so your emotions are saying, hey, you're amazing enough, Aqua. You don't have to be everything to everyone. So whilst you're strategically planning to try to sneak away because you don't want to hurt people, or maybe that you're just trying to rebuild some energy, or maybe you're just trying to take some private, quiet time to sort out all of these thoughts, now you're probably getting this, well, you've been here all of the time for me, Aqua, why aren't you now? Where are you, And I don't think everyone around you is trying to be selfish or dependent on you, but some maybe just that needy, that it makes it hard for you, because then you start feeling bad if you can't give everything that you want to give. But in the same respect, there are those that do love you and respect you enough to say, hey, I'm going to give you the space. Some will even show up and just say, look, you know, I'm here for you, and give you that space still. So here we go, 10 of Pentacles. Something in the recent past, this could be to do with an inheritance. It could be to do with money. It could be to do with family heirlooms. There could have been a death, and if so, I'm so very sorry, Aquas. This could be a long-time relationship that had ended, a marriage of so many years, and if that be the case from a death, unfortunately, somebody could be left alone. There could be fights over inheritance and money, greed, right? Somebody could be very greedy, thinking that they want what, you know, I don't know. There could be fights over wills and estates. There could be fight over, you know, what's left. There could be a broken family now that you're trying to deal with. And if it's none of that, then it could be just, you know, the pursuit of money has now become your downfall. It's putting you out of control. Maybe you've always been taught that, oh, you know, your amount of success is determined by how much you have, how much you can show for yourself, flashy cars, big houses. But maybe now you're coming to that point where it's just like, you know, no, actually, relationships, love, support, kindness, and caring, that stuff is more important. Spending time with those that you love, as opposed to the big houses, because maybe you're not even getting enough time to drive that fancy car. Maybe you're not even getting enough time to, you know, enjoy that house that you're living in, right? So I feel like there was some ending here of something long, whether it be a long-term relationship, a long-term family issue. Maybe this is long-term family feuds. And again, it has to do with longevity. Oh yeah, see, look at that, the Fool. There's your energy, Aquas. You just want to walk away from it. See how this Fool is turning their head towards it, or away from it? It's like you've got what you've got in your bag, and you just want to run. You know, you're just like, I need something new here. And if this is long-standing family issues, I don't blame you. Sometimes we just need to get the heck away from it, because everybody is out of control. Maybe this is a loved one and this is their family. And it's just like, you don't want to be dealing with all of it, because it does affect us, right? Everybody's energy affects us. But I'm getting this feeling like you want to take a leap of faith. Maybe if this is in the love department, maybe you had somebody who was so, I don't know, so dependent on you in the past, or maybe screwed you over or lied to you, right? Because 7 of Swords is also deception. It could be that you're very much in your head, and now your emotions are all over the place. And I'm getting a sense that maybe it's because you thought to yourself, no, like you could be divorced, but you could be saying, no, I'm never going to let love in again. Never, never, never. And then somebody may have come in who's now nurturing and loving you, and it's completely doing your brain in. You're like, am I being tricked here? Does this person really care about me? Why have they been so stable? Why have they been around this long? But I don't believe in love anymore, so I'm not going to do this. Do I run from this, or do I take this new leap of faith? Should I let love in? So I'm getting a lot of analytical questions coming to mind. And your focus is that you just don't want to lose out. You don't want to lose out on all of the wealth and resources that you've accumulated so much of. But also, I'm getting the sense too, like if it's love, you don't want to turn your back on this person, because as much as your fears are saying, oh, hey, you know, this person could screw me like the last one, the evidence in real life is showing up contrary. So you're like, well, I don't want to lose this person, but yet you're fighting with your belief system that is so ingrained into you that, oh, I'll never give love a new chance again. This could even be with friendships. Maybe you've been betrayed by friends. And again, family. It's like you don't want to lose out on these relationships, but also you don't want to lose so much of yourself as well as your resources to them. So your focus is like, it's saying that, you know, there's a fear here of losing out no matter which decision you make. But we also have to remember the lesson of sacrifice, okay? So as much as everything in life is unlimited, it's also limited. So it's that paradox, right? And that's why it's like, yes, we can have unlimited experiences, but we have to let go of something in the present in order to have a new experience, right? So do you see how that works? It's like you have to give up something to get everything. And then once you've got everything, you have to give it up to experience more. Do you see? So you're focusing here on, oh, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose this person. I don't want to lose, Oh yeah, look at that 5 of Wands and all the pressure. The pressure, Aquas. Just so many people have wanted you. Look at this conflict. So you're wanting resolution. Absolutely. That's what you're doing. But you're also wanting resolution from all of this inner pressure that has mounted to the point where, you know, you're running it up into your head here to avoid the pressure, but you're blowing. You're like a capsule here. So it's like, right? All that pressure, all of these emotions are coming up. And now you're being brave and courageous and saying, you know what, I got to face this somehow. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. One more card, please, about this 5 of Wands. One more cards. Oh, yeah, yeah. And just as I said about love, you may have a water sign around you or another air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is about love. And somebody has been honest with you, Aquas. Wow. Somebody has been honest with you, and I'm also getting a feeling too of a truthfulness. It's almost like a truthfulness that you saw yourself because of your belief systems of, oh heck no, I'm not gonna let this happen to me again. You've pushed them away. You know you've pushed them away, but but look at this person. But I'm still here. But I still love you, Aquas. I can't ride away. I'm sorry for laughing, but I just got this cute energy of this person, and it's very watery, right? This person may be way more in touch with their emotions than you are, because you could be so incredibly logical, but they're like, yeah, but let me show you the way it's okay to feel, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, but then they melt you somehow. Somehow they make you melt. Somehow they get past the ice queen or king facade that you want to put up, and they're like, yeah, but come get on the horse with me, come on, put your arms around me, or sit in front, let me put my arms around you, and they make everything okay. You feel good, but then your brain is going, no, this is a trap, I'm gonna lose everything. Oh my Aquas, but oh my goodness, this person loves you, and I'm getting a sense too that they feel it's like they have their insecurities too, but they're like, you know, I'll stuff it down for Aqua. I'm gonna show up. You know, I know Aqua's pushing me away, but maybe, just maybe, you know, water gets everywhere. Water gets everywhere. So it's like they're trying to find this little nook and cranny, right, to get in, to break down this wall. And it's funny because I think you're starting to see this about yourself too. You're like, oh my gosh. And it's almost like another paradox. It's almost like you're annoyed. It's almost like you're saying, God, just go away. Let me have my self-control. Everything was fine. You know, I was focusing on money. I was focusing on my job. I was focusing on, you know, all of my resources. Everything was just absolutely fine. And then you got to come in here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or whoever you are, with this water energy and this emotion. And you just got to be honest with me consistently and screw up what I've been holding on to in terms of my belief systems. Now you gotta go prove me wrong, and not in a forceful way, but instead you're just like, here I am, and you're melting me, and I don't want to melt. It's just so much. But this person, you know, bless, like, it's like no matter how much you try to run from it, and maybe that's why your wheels are coming off here. And now that it's the Knight of Cups, I really feel like this is about a possible connection. Oh, Aquas. You gotta admit, that's kind of cute. So let's see what we got coming up in the near future for you. Tower, told you, this person has completely come in now, and they have completely messed up your belief system. Burn it to the ground. So everything that you told yourself, this whole, no, you know, people lie, people cheat, people deceive, people are only out for themselves, people only care about, they only want money, they want to steal all of my money, they want to steal all of my time, they want to break me down and leave me to nothing. All of a sudden you're starting to see a truth here that just completely contradicts what you convinced yourself of, and now it's shaking up your whole foundation. But let it, because what this is that if you don't be truthful with yourself and say, okay, maybe I should let love in a little bit, maybe I can put my defenses down, maybe I can trust this person, Spirit's going to destroy everything and take it from you until you're willing to face this part. And why does Spirit do this? Spirit's going to come in and take away all your money, resources, and all of this because they're trying to show you what you need. They're trying to get you back on your right path. And I'm hearing that it's you deserve love, right? Everybody in life experiences pain, trauma, betrayal. It's part of the lessons. And yes, it sucks. But some of you, maybe you even thought you deserved it, whatever be the case. Maybe some of you haven't even thought about it because you're just tired of dealing with it. But it's almost like it's been that way for so long that Spirit is saying, you know, you've learned your lessons now, Aqua. How about you let this in now? Let some love in. It's okay to let some love in, because I get this feeling that this person is 100% honest with you. I get this feeling that this person truly loves you and cares about you, genuinely cares about you in their heart. I get this feeling like this person is just waiting for you to turn around and get on the horse. But yet they're not leaving, are they? They're sitting there waiting for you to get on the horse with them. So if you don't turn around and give this a chance, you either could lose them completely, or you're going to lose things until you do turn around and give something a chance, something new to come in. Hence that Fool energy, right? Give me a little more about this Tower. A little more about the Tower. Yep. Destroying that whole foundation of money, money, money. Money, money. Because it's not all it's cracked up to be. Money, security, wealth, you know, all the flashy names, all of that. You're starting to see here, Aquas, that that's not the be all and end all. Nor are you everybody's caregiver. And I think maybe that could be what's doing your brain into is, like, you know, going back to the beginning of this read, you gave so much and you were taking care of people, and, you know, maybe you were providing all of the time, and it was to the point where you had nothing left and you were just trying to sneak away. And that could have been to friends, family, whatever, or lovers of past. But maybe it's even in a relationship that you're in right now and you're just like, I'm giving too much. But what this is saying is that this is going to change. Okay? So if it's somebody you've already been with long term, they're going to realize, or they're trying to realize, or they're trying to make these changes. And it's up to you whether you're going to allow them to be there for you and support you. It's up to you if you're going to let love in. It's up to you if you're going to stop focusing on all of these temporary possessions that can be burned away and taken in a second. And that happens. Look at it. People work their whole lives and an earthquake comes in and destroys everything. What are they left with? They're left with themselves and their loved ones, if they're lucky. And then they rebuild. So this is kind of like teaching you the importance of that emotional connection and believing that not every situation is going to be the same. So I really get a huge change here for you. One more card. There you go. And this is about getting out of your own way. Another 5. 5 of Swords upright is I will win at all costs. Okay? But you think you're winning, and again, you're surrounded only by your swords and thoughts, and you're chasing everybody away. But what's beautiful is now, in the near future here, you're gonna stop defeating yourself. Okay? You're gonna stop denying yourself of the love you need, the passion you need, the other things in life that are more important than money or a house or a car. You know, yes, we can find some stability in those things, but really it's a balance of everything. Your emotions, your physical health, all of it, even sexual health, it's important. So I see like there's going to be a lot of resolutions made, but most importantly it's the resolution with yourself. It's your resolution to yourself to let some of these walls come down. And I think, Aquas, you're really going to love letting that love in. Because I get a feeling that this person really loves you. Okay? In fact, I'm going to grab one more card. What is this about? Right, see? There was a divorce in the past. Or a breakup of some sort that was really, really bad. Some of you may even be going through a divorce right now, and that's why you're hesitant to get involved with somebody else. You've been trying to avoid your feelings. There's like partying there, or just, whatever. Some of you may have rebounded. Maybe your thing was, oh, I'll just let people in, as I need them. Maybe you were unfazed. You didn't care because you weren't emotionally invested. But what did I tell you about the emotions? Now the emotions are coming up. The emotions are coming up because you're ignoring them. There's your family. So you've been focusing on family and, giving your all to it. But now look what's happening. Breaking points. And I see this love triangle because I feel like this love triangle is, you're giving so much to your family and everything, but somebody else has come in here that wants to show you love, and I think you want that love. But the only person that's stopping you from having it is you. And so unintentionally, you're hurting people, especially this person that loves you, or people. There could be a few suitors, right? Or suitess, I don't know what you call them. By pushing them away all the time, by putting up those walls. But this person's like, I'm not going to leave you. Doesn't matter. Unsent messages. See? It's like, I feel like you're just fighting with yourselves. So give me one more for future. Incomparable. Told you. No one has ever made me feel the way you do. You're irreplaceable. That's what's doing your brain in. Is this person is true. This person loves you. And this person wants to show up for you. But it's your biggest fear. So what are you going to do, Aquas? You tell me in the comments. All right, everybody. Love you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.